Ooh, Carmen, what you reading? I be hearing you on that little podcast and stuff, girl.
What's up, everyone? I'm Carmen Wong. I am the host of What You Read in the podcast series, as well as the curator of What You Read in Book List series. So, I came up with this podcast idea as a means to showcase talent, to put literature, literary arts, performing arts on display, to get creatives virtually together. And I want people to see that literature is multidimensional, that it's not just textual readings, it's speeches, performances, it includes collaboration, digitalization, audiences, and I really hope to demystify the understanding that there is a soul idea of what it means to be literate people.
Maybe most important, this is my advice to other people, is have fun with it, because the fun is really important. You have to keep moving constantly, and whatever that means for you. So if you're early in your writing career and you're like still trying to like figure out how to publish a story, the question right there for you is, well, are you writing enough? Like maybe not every single day, but writing very often. And is the writing, relatively speaking, really high on your list of priorities? Are you doing other things constantly? Are you writing a lot?
I am from New Orleans, been born and raised in Louisiana. Yeah, so I'm repping hard. Sprinting past my problems like a runaway bride. See my reflection, still I ask, who am I? The reply is, who are you? Making claims to spit this truth, but do you soak up all this wisdom or let it fade like sundew? Cause I've been wandering, broken compasses and promises, withered like the flowers did, recovering from abandonment. Caught up in this movie, I'm just wondering where the channels went. The synergy I'm channeling, got my antenna steady rambling, seeking answers like money, all these problems I'm panhandling.
Frozen in stills. Quarantine is a teacher. I practice being alone and reflecting as I sneeze into my arm from dusty kickbacks repelled from age snapshots. I'm bending black and white or faded color photographs of time well spent and expired of my blood models, some now bone dust and no more. But life is preserved when frozen in stills.
Fourth grade, visitation rights allowed me a mother. And she was a fly hood mom, yo. She had edges. Mom at the time would probably call herself a bird. This is how she loved herself, I think. I didn't get the chance to know her, how nests, no branches. I touch her and custody papers fall like bird feathers onto the floor. Here, black foster homes or broken trees. And I hatch from the system perpetuating itself. Wherein most poems here don't make it out. My mom had came to me when I was 5 and 7 a couple times like, I'm your mother, right? She must need to know I know. This is how I love my moms. I think when mom can't find a word to peck, I tell her I wasn't able to mosaic whichever promise my father left inside as shrapnel, but I want to.
Being with the woman who's the truth will always keep you honest, and sticking with the one who keeps your many melodies in check, well, that's just pro logic. We call this cosmic, it's kismet, the envy of every sun and every solar system. Houston, Houston, do you copy this transmission? Me and my baby on a mission of love. I wonder if the globe knows this metronome depends on you. I wonder if your ears know the singing wind, it blows for you like hey, whether it's a jazz band or a jazz man Sullivan, somersaulting sonics on garage band. Hey, I'm your biggest groupie. I'm your hypest hype man, and only thing standing between me and you is an ampersand.
I only paid $7 for this ride. It's raining, so my tears are much easier to hide. Amazing, you ain't judging me, you allowing me to cry. Why? Why am I feeling so empty deep down inside? Damn. And you don't even know who I am. And I'm talking to you more than I talk to my closest friends. I'm talking to you now, but are you really listening? I'm talking to you, but I'll never vent like this again. Whoa.
Lavish all my love on lavender lily until you come. Cradle her at night and dream of when my arms will know your chub, a cherub. My belly has barely known butterflies. What will it make of a baby?
A strange woman asks, "Where are your parents from?" I tell her here, but I really mean there. Neither is a complete sentence. They won't crack open the sky or clear the troubled water. Navigation is a luxury, and I am lost in this black sea.
If I yelled, they wouldn't be able to outswim the boat. If I yelled, they'd be sent back, like my father was, each and every time. Caught and released, only to be sent to Cuban jails. Caught and released, except for the last time. Except for the time that made me and my mother come alone and never look back, riding in the bed of a Ford pickup truck that floated through the Florida Straits. I waved them over, but my face that turned like the tides had sown mistrust. The mother didn't believe me. How could she? So many of the Coast Guard look like me, like us, them getting us to rat on our own people, like in Cuba. I don't know how much of an us I feel like right now.
When we speak Creole, it not only allows me to connect to that culture, but it makes me feel that this is something that I would want to teach my kids one day if I had kids. And I grew up with uh, children or even friends today that don't know how to speak Creole because their parents didn't want to expose them to it because they didn't see it as something that was necessary for them to learn.
Palmi, mwen konen pou ki sa ou fier kon sa. Ou se yo symbole liberté. Se ça que fait ou toujours nan tire pied ak pied kokoye. Palmi, tout lot pied bois yo konen ou. Comme bois pi ou. Grain poa ou mene. Ou est tout bagay. Ou kon tout sa ka pase. Mwen reme parye sou. Mwen pa reme parye sou tonton. Apil se magouye, jol boke, malveillant, grand dame, gouloupia. Yo tap goumen pou liberté. I hope that you will give more Haitian literature a try because it is very, very beautiful and it can be a language of romance and love.
And then Tali Fulufala, which means the ending.
So usually when it comes to Talio, how often are stories like that told?
Actually, they're pretty
every day, every night.
Well, maybe back in Tanti's time, but like
yeah, because back in the days we didn't have like TVs. Okay, after like we used to play football, we used to do like games, football, basketball, and all that. But when the night falls, it was no TVs, so they have to find a way to keep people up. So they be telling stories every night.
Flesh that dances on bare feet in grass, love it hard. Yonder, they do not love your flesh, they despise it. They don't love your eyes. They just as soon pick 'em out. No more do they love the skin on your back. Yonder, they flay it. And oh, my people, they do not love your hands. Those they use, tie, bind, chop off, and leave empty. Love your hands. Love them.
It was the 31st of August in 1962 that 18 of us traveled 26 miles to the county courthouse in Indianola to try to register to become first-class citizens. We was met in Indianola by policemen, highway patrolmen, and they only allowed 2 of us in to take the literacy test at a time.
Watch mutable mightiness in all of her glory, and for once we may all be grateful for her cleansing. We watered our futures with our springtime tears, but darling, the water was here before us and saw it all. She knew the earth alone was a love worth fighting for. Thank you all so much for listening to me today
on What You Reading the Series, podcast by my girl, Carmen Wong.
Between the 28,000 times we blink a day, someone dies unexpectedly. Grandmothers and then our sanities, newborn siblings, girlfriends, inmates, fathers left to dance their departure alone. Memories of past time become frightening. Then, where once our skins were whole, death is a bloodbath, carnage history of us slaughtered, begotten days when time felt full. Do you remember? Our Africa is not your cure.